Hey Devon, nice to see you. Guys, can you please let me know if you can hear me okay? Let me know if you guys can hear me all right. Hey Devon, can you guys hear me okay? Oh, you can hear me okay. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, there is oh, music is a bit loud. Okay. We can easily fix that, no big deal. All right, how about now? I know, Devon, it is surprising. I have way too much going on, so I really can't type and focus on what we need to do today. So I thought of music is too loud. Can you hear me? No, Calgary, I can't hear you. I'm really sorry. All right, better. Thank you. Much better. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the feedback. Okay, yeah, there is so much going on, so I can't really focus what I'm doing, so I thought of leaving this audio on, so I hope it should be okay. I hope you can, if you can't understand what I'm saying, yell at me and I'll type, okay? But much better. Thank you, TLC. All right. So what we are trying today, and why I'm so excited to turn on the, thank you. Why I'm excited to turn on the audio is because of this. So I'll show you guys where I'm going with this. To hear your voice. Oh, Devon, thank you. Great idea. Yeah, I mean, it's so much going on. So, guys, what you see on the screen, music is low, voice clear. Thank you. All right. I sound great. Thank you. So, what you are seeing today, I want to zoom in and show you. So let me know when you can see it. Okay, so there is a delay between what I'm showing and what I'm talking, so I was kind of waiting for some time. Yes, it is a raw data, and what you are seeing right now is the comet on the top, and then the M10, the star cluster, in the same screen. Do you guys see it? It's just a 4-second exposure. Alright, just 4 seconds. That's all I'm showing right now, and you're seeing that fuzzy thing on the bottom. No, the fuzzy thing is on the top. Like, the fuzzy thing on the top is the comet, and the bottom one is the M10 star cluster, Messier 10. Oh, thank you guys. Okay, so that's what it is. I'll turn on my PhD, and this will let me guide. So it's not showing the camera I wanted. Give me a second, I'll be back. Yes. All right, guys, so I'm back. So I'm trying to see if I can see. I listen to all the space sounds. Thank you. So I'm connecting to my guide camera. Makes it easy to locate. Yes. It's pretty bright, so you can't miss it. But you can see without telescopes. It's still like Mag 7. So I'm doing the guiding, folks. Oh, the music, yeah. I mix all the time, so I'm trying to show you guys something pretty interesting stuff. So this is basically the sky, and it is not really pointing to the sky. Give me a second. It's showing my observatory, so give me a second. Guys, let me turn off the light so you can see it. You can actually see me in the video too, so. Give me a second. Whatever. It's not still working, so. Anyway, I was trying to show you guys how the sky is looking like, but go for a drive, yes. No, it is not cloudy at all. It's pretty good, decent enough. I don't want to say pretty good. I don't want to jinx it. So I'm going after. Let's see how it is going to go. So I already solved it. I don't need to do it again. I can stack it even though I am dithering, so I'm going to leave that. I don't want to autofocus right now. I already did. So I'm not turning on the focus. If it's too much geek, folks, let me know. Super clear in Austin. Yes, Scott, that is true. Doing decent enough. I mean, it's not very clear, but okay sky conditions. So we go with the Comet. We'll do like a 60-second exposure. I think we should be good enough. Let's try it out. Okay, I'm going to turn off my camera, but I'll still talk. You read my mind as I typed. Yes. So I'm going to still talk, but I'll turn off my camera. I'll turn it on whenever you guys want to see me. So I don't think you guys came here to see me. So I'm still there, guys, but I'm just going after the comet. Oh, thank you, Calgary. Hey, Calgary, by the way, you still from Canada, or are you just naming yourself as Calgary? Oh, sure, thank you. All right, so we are getting the comet, folks. It's pretty good view that I'm seeing. I wanted to show you guys how good the comet is looking like. It's so beautiful. You see that? It's so beautiful. Oh, you are from Alberta. Okay, thank you. The comet is on the top if you are coming here, and the M10 star cluster so let me see if I can stretch a little bit less and see. Yeah, so you see the comet on the top, the star cluster is in the bottom. Oh, I use multiple websites. Epidemic Sound is one of them. Also, I use like blogs, couple of websites. I pay for the music, and it's okay to play it. And I have my own favorites, and I download them and I run them in stream. So that's pretty much how I do it. The one that I like most is the Epidemic Sound. I usually download most of their stuff whenever I get time, and I use like basically my own, like any music player, and you run the like in a playlist kind of thing, the way you wanted it. Okay, so that's about the music. So the comet is coming great. This is the M10 star cluster. It's pretty beautiful. I was wondering how it is moving. So guys, this is coming extremely beautiful. Thanks, Holly. Yeah, so this is probably one of the best things that I have seen. I didn't even turn my camera cooler. I totally forgot with the excitement. So I'll turn it on. I don't think it's going to make a big deal out of it. Seems like there are more clouds, so thank you, folks. Oh, Perry, thank you. Yeah, one of the best days to see the comet. You're seeing it live. These are 60-second, like 1 minute exposures. I don't think we need more than that. The picture is coming out good, so we don't need to go like more than that. If the comet is not bright, I generally go 120 seconds. Oh, I wish you had the gear I do. Yeah, it took me, I don't know, like 4, 5, 6 years to get the gear I wanted. I cannot be on the camera same time as I'm talking because I am in the observatory next to the telescope. So is it visible in Europe? I believe so. You are still in the northern hemisphere, so it will still be there until end of this month. Yeah, you need a telescope for sure because it's still Mag 7 and it's moving pretty close to the southwest region, like so. Can I see something like this? Perry Singh is asking, sir, can I see? I have a Celestron. I hope it is 8SE. Yeah, you should be able to. If you have an equatorial mount, it's actually going to track better. But even with Altas, if you know where you are looking at, you might be able to. I don't want to give you a lot of hope. It's pretty difficult to find it with a telescope. You have a 5SE. Unless you know exactly where you are looking at, it's so difficult. It's really not that bright, and there isn't a whole lot of landmarks. But if you are a regular watch kind of a person with your telescope, and if I give you the navigation and if you can figure out where it is, you can. But with a computer driven telescopes, you can easily put the coordinates. So we are actually cheating. We are not spending time to find the telescope. We are letting the computer drive it. Sorry. But yeah, it's not that bright to see like manually. But if you know where you are looking at, yeah, definitely you should be able to. Even with the binoculars, you can find it if you are regularly watching the sky. So I'll show you where it is. It'll give you guys an idea. So let me see if I can show you the comet where it is. Give me 1 second. So this is Stellarium software. Let me turn the music down a little bit. Hold on. Okay, I turned the music down a little bit so you guys can hear me okay. So this is Stellarium. The name of the software is Stellarium. It's free. You can download it. And then if you are new to Stellarium, then check this thing out. Go to the configuration window, okay, and go to plugins. And in the plugins, there is something called, I believe, Solar System Editor, okay. So click on that guy, say load at the startup, check this box. If I'm going too fast, you can go back in the live tomorrow, just go back in there. So if you go to the press that configure button, you should get this window called, I believe, minor solar system objects, and go to solar system, and you need to do this import orbital elements. Okay, if you do that, it downloads all the comets. I'll repeat myself if you guys are new, okay? I'll try again this. I'm going second time. So you download the Stellarium software, you go back into configuration kind of window, alright? And then in the configuration window, you go to Solar System Editor, which is one of the things in the bottom, and you hit the plugins. I think you hit the plugins and then go to Solar System Editor. Alright. Then you press that configure, and then you go to Solar System and download it. It gives you the Comet files, and if you are not comfortable, send me a question and I can answer for you, okay? I'll leave it at that, and then once you download it, you can actually search for Comet C 2017 K2, alright? So right now it's right here. Alright, so you can zoom into it. So right now my telescope is pointing where Comet is. Okay. I'll say sync, which is going to help me out because I really wanted to make sure so anyway, so you are seeing both the M10, the Messier 10 star cluster, and you will be able to see the comet. I don't want to bore you guys with the whole thing, but if you like basically select your telescope, and if you select your camera that you are using, right now I'm using RASA 11 and I put QHY 367C, right? It tells me that you can get the shot in one frame, right? So that's how I figured it out. Now you're asking, like, how do I see where the comet is? So you need to know where the comet is by looking at the constellations. So at this moment, what's the name of this constellation? So this is in Ophiuchus constellation. So if you are looking for Ophiuchus, it is it's like southeast currently right now, and I think you need to like go after a bright star like Arcturus, and I think I moved a little bit. Hold on. Yeah, go for a bright star like Arcturus and look for the Ophiuchus constellation. It looks like basically like a trapezium, or like a with those 5 stars, right? So that's where you would see. That's why I said it's pretty difficult to figure it out. I'm not a great visual astronomer, so that's how I will see it if I wanted to see myself without a computer. But if I have the computer, I would go to like a website like the skylive.com and go to comets and look for Comet C 2017 K2, and you do get the RA and the deck. If I don't want to bore you too much, you put those in the software like Sequence Generator Pro, and telescope will slew there. If you have doubts, let me know. I can put some tutorials if you guys are interested trying to figure this out, but that's how it works. Sorry, I wasn't monitoring the chat. Let me go back there. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Steven. I hope you guys like what I explained. So it's taking decent pictures, so I'm all ears. So the bottom corner of the Big Dipper, Scott is saying where the handle connects on the Big Dipper. If you make a straight line, it points towards M10. Absolutely, Scott. Thanks. Yeah, definitely yes. Folks, there are much better people on this chat. Scott, particularly like visual astronomers, so you can share your experience. The bottom left corner, what was it? I believe this thing, the one that you are seeing on the left hand side, is the computer. So let me reduce that. Let me see if I can make sense out of it. So this is the so right now you're only watching the sky, if it makes sense now. So the one on the top is the comet. You can see barely the tail. I think it's pretty decent view in my mind. Let me go back, zoom in a little bit, show you guys. It's pretty decent actually. It's a beautiful view. That's the comet, folks. So Jay, is this a random comet? Probably it is. I mean, it is coming from far away, like outside, almost outside our solar system, like Oort cloud, which we call the boundaries of the solar system. And it is coming in this orbit, which is like an elliptical orbit. So it is taking way too long. Like it's almost like flying out further away from solar system and coming back in. So it took millions of years to come here towards our solar system. It's not going towards sun. Actually, it's staying kind of into the inner solar system. It's coming towards somewhere between Jupiter and Saturn, and it is going down, basically going south. When you are looking solar system as a plane, it is coming from the top, going down south, and then going back home. So it won't come back in another million years. So, oh, what's the nearby star cluster called? It's M10, Messier 10. So I'll zoom out again, folks. So this is the star cluster that you are watching. Oh, don't they just melt the comets? Most of the comets are not just snow, right? Most of the comets are rock, ice, dust, gas, mainly the ingredients of a comet. and they are pretty big. They are like 10, 11, 12, 13 kilometers. So, hey Steve, thanks for joining. So the comets are big, okay, so they are huge. How are you keeping? Yeah, doing all right. It's very difficult to type today because there is so much action going on, so I thought of coming on audio. I'm not a big talker like live, but I hope you guys are okay. Anyway, so what I was explaining was the comet is like so big, and they are kind of almost pieces of the planet when the solar system was born. Yeah, comets are dirty snowballs. They can be, yeah, definitely yes. They carry everything with them. Bunch of stuff. Oh, thanks, Steve. Anyway, so if they do come and like wanted to come and haunt us, I think we are gone. There isn't any planetary defense system out there that can save us from a comet, because the comet coma itself is ugly. So you don't want anywhere near the comet. The comet coma is like almost 10, 20 times size of Earth. So you would really wanted like stay away from the comet as much as possible. Most of the time we got lucky in all these years because the solar system, the way we have it, it's kind of protecting us. Like basically the big planet like Saturn and another big planet like Jupiter, they are using like vacuum cleaners. They are taking away most of it. And sun by itself is ripping off anything on the comet if it comes via sun. So we have a lot of friends in the solar system that's helping out for the Earth to survive. So we should not hope comets nearby. I mean, we should stay away from it. Yeah, they are going to change how we survive. So yeah, Messier 10, that's what the star cluster is. I did a simulation in one of the videos, like how this comet is going to go, like how it passes the comet. Like if you go back and see like the pictures that we took today, I just wanted to tell everyone what they're watching. So here guys, I'm trying to see if I can show you how far the comet traveled so far. So let me see if I can find it out. So today So 7:15 today. So like we started from, like, I guess picture number 7. So let's see how far we traveled. A little bit. It's moving pretty slow, if you can see in the two. Let me try maybe a different image. Probably close to the 13, I would say. Yeah, so basically you guys get an idea. It's moving slowly. So the comet is going in this direction, I guess. It's not too bad. So let me zoom back in. Leave it with the comet and the cluster. It's beautiful view, guys. Definitely, I think if I increase the exposure time to like 20 minutes, 2 minutes or 3 minutes, we should be able to see much better. Hey Paulette, thanks for joining. Oh Joe, thank you. Oh, trying the link for the CPWI on my AVX. Oh Joe, that AVX mount and the CPWI combination is okay. For the CPWI to work really well, I don't want to say AVX is a good mount, but I would say it's like a beginner mount. So I would at least go to CGX or CGXL in order to make a good, at least a decent mount from a tracking and guiding and pointing standpoint. But AVX is not bad. I mean, it is definitely a good starting mount. Comets do not melt. Oh, thanks. Oh, David, thank you. I keep forgetting your name. I'll try to remember. Thank you. Thanks for joining. The tail is what we see. Yeah, tail is what is the water, dust, ice, gas, everything else in the world. Hey Brent, thanks for joining. Scott, yes, this is the closest approach to the Earth. Today is the 15th. I believe, let me see, when is the closest approach? So if you go to the Sky Live, and if you scroll down here a little bit, they give you some data which is quite interesting. So July 14th, so yesterday was the closest day and it was raining in Austin, so I couldn't actually go live. So Thursday, July 14th is when it gotten very close to the Earth. When I say close, it's like 270 million kilometers away. It's pretty far, really far, which is good news. They say 10 as estimated magnitude, but I doubt it. It's a lot more brighter. The observed magnitude is probably like 6 or 7 minimum. It's pretty bright right now. So anyway, so that, and again, it will never come back. Not in any generation lifetime. So these are like once in a million years. The comet, if you look at it, and if you can find the comet, it's going to be spectacular. Like essentially, you can see that with the star cluster next to it. I know the moon is going to come up in few minutes, but if you have clear skies and if you take a look at it, think of this. Like you're seeing in a telescope three-dimensional depth, right? Which we always miss when we just look at the picture. It makes like zero sense to tell you how the space looks when you look through the telescope. So there is a lot of depth in the picture that you actually miss when you take a picture. And then in the depth, this is not going to look the same. It looks like a fuzzy ball. Like basically it looks like one big star. Our telescope's resolution and our eye resolution can't pick up the individual stars like the way we are seeing the star cluster, unless you zoom in way too much into the star cluster with a big telescope. Generally they look like a half a size of a moon, think of that way, but not as bright as the moon. And then the comet itself, this particular comet looks like a small dot. You won't be able to see like the big tail and all that stuff. So you might look at it and say, interesting, that's it. But this comet, since it is not that bright, taking pictures of it makes more sense. Since anyway it is coming close to the star cluster, so why not, right? Anyhow, I'll let you enjoy the music. Let me know if you have any comments. So. I believe the tail gets shorter as they move between the stars. The tail gets shorter. It won't go near the stars. All comets, Goldie cats, I believe, they are all in our solar system. None of them go to any stars, but visually, yes, they go between the stars. Just from a visual standpoint, they are all inside our solar system. All comets, all asteroids, they are all here. So far, we have seen only like 3 interstellar objects. That's all we saw. We didn't see more than 3. And those are not comets. Those are like kind of asteroids. And yeah, Scott is saying, yeah, comets may not have tails all the time. If you get closer to a comet, the comet might look like an asteroid. There are some videos out there on the internet if you can see them. Anyway, yeah, I lost my train of thought, but anyway, if it comes back, I'll let you know. Yeah, Steve, they are all within our solar system. So they are all made at the time when planets are made. So the comets and asteroids, they are all leftover material within our solar system. So those things didn't make it, or did want to make it, I guess, into a planet. Hey DSH, how are you? Avantish, right? Thanks for joining. Hey Claire, thanks for joining. Hello to UK folks. Yeah, they don't leave our solar system. They orbit most. There are two areas where they hang around all these comets. One of them is basically the Kuiper belt, what we call, which is inside the solar system. The other one is Oort cloud, which is another area which is outside our solar system, almost at the boundaries. Scott is saying as the comet dives in. Yeah, exactly, correct. Oh yeah, Devon, that's a good question. Why does it take millions of years for a comet to come? That I was thinking that myself. Like, why the hell these comets are millions and millions of years traveling, right? So they go in this thing called elliptical orbit, right? So they are like stretched circle, right? The stretched circle is so stretched that they are millions and millions of miles away. They go almost like a slingshot when they reach the sun, and they go that far and they come back. So most comets, when you actually measure them from, let's say, Earth to the Oort cloud, they are actually near to us compared to when they are actually in the orbit of sun. They are actually much further away, much further away, and then come back in. So that's how they work. How do we possibly lose sight of comets for centuries? Comets do come visually pretty rarely, right? I mean, like Comet Hale-Bopp is one of them that we know recently, right? But there are ones before that. But they do come like to our eyes to see pretty rarely. For us to get the right time, like not during the day, like during the night, and maybe without the clouds. Think of all the odds, right, for you to see a comet. So I mean, yeah, when they see it, it's pretty scary if you see really a comet that has a tail to it. So definitely it's pretty scary moment for the ancient folks, I guess. Now with the telescopes, we are tracking comets that are not visible to the eyes. You can use the telescopes to figure out where they are, and you can take pictures. You know they are moving, and you can actually get like identify them pretty quickly. That's why it is going on. It's not like they suddenly started showing up. They were always there. We are just finding them out now because we got better in technology. So, hey Avantish, you are saying, yeah, definitely your idea. Okay, so M10, I didn't even know, I wasn't even paying attention that this comet comes closer to the M10. Luckily, I got a view that I could take pictures. Thank you. What is pulling them back to the sun, to the solar system? Definitely sun. There isn't any other thing that is big enough to pull them back. They're pretty stable in their orbits in general, because we don't see that many accidents. So I would say definitely sun brings them back and push them back somewhere, and they come back. There is a theory out there, right? So the theory is comets are the one that gave water to us. right? That's what they say mostly. But I mean, it's like that's the guess, right? That's pretty much what we know. How did the water come here on the planet? Probably a comet might brought in a lot of ice and turned into like water for us, I guess. So yeah, they have their own unique place in the solar system. Without water, probably we wouldn't be there. So is the sun's gravity that strong? Yeah, it can be. I mean, sun is pretty huge, obviously, right? So, oh, the comet's tail is green in color, and if yes, why? Avantish, DSH. The comet tail is not generally green. I mean, based on my observation, the green color comes from the gas, right? Essentially, the hue around the comet, the coma around the comet, is mainly the gas. The tail is generally either a pack of ice or water or whatever is flowing through. Usually it's more of a white, orange or some other color, unless there is a lot of gas coming out and if it is showing up green for some weird reason. But generally, if you take a comet with a nice filter and if you keep on stacking the pictures, you will see them mostly white, maybe slightly orange if you increase the saturation. But I never saw a comet tail turning into green unless you are so close to the comet. I hope I answered that question. Cats, you are in California. Bring the comet. You need water. Somebody is saying, Kates, build the desalination plants next to the Bay Area or next to the coast. We have all the water for California, really. We just don't know, or we just don't pay attention to how to use them. I lived in Bay Area for 10 years, and I feel sorry that there is no water there. You can build desalination plants and make salt water to the fresh water. I don't know why that California got that problem. They should just stop everything, all the projects, and build those plants. That's my take on it, but who knows? Yeah. Yeah, for us to see the comets make an incredible journey, Claire. That's amazing. How or why they come, I don't know. But they do wanted to say hello to us and leave, so which is pretty good. So Steve asking, what's your take on the Nibiru? Yeah, I read like you and I read like everyone else. Definitely one thing though, right? Like Nibiru is, they forget all the craziness around it. But our solar system is so unique for some reason. We are the only sun, like star, that is not a binary star, right? So 99.999% of the stars are all binary, like two stars, never one, right? So we are like kind of unique in that perspective. We are like one of those stars that has no binary star. But there should be maybe another planet like Jupiter or maybe another planet like Saturn that is so far out, like millions of years. Maybe it is like the comet, probably in the elliptical orbit, and we never saw it so far. Luckily, hope it is not coming our way. Maybe it is there and it might show up like once in a million years or something. But generally the calculations are there that there may be some other stronger object somewhere, but we haven't found anything. Maybe the James Webb telescope can see something. We'll see. It is taking much better pictures than anybody else, so maybe James Webb will find Nibiru. So Avantish, you saying the green in very short exposures when the tail is small, I have seen it. Yeah, that's true. Correct. Yeah, definitely from Canada we need all the water, more than oil. Yes. Hey, sorry to hear it's clouded up. Yeah, we were like literally having rain yesterday. I have a small window today. I was able to take some pictures and show you guys. So yeah, Devan, I don't understand that California at all. They should have a better management of the budget. They have so much money. Don't tell me that they can't build water plants. It's so easy. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's always surprised me. Yes, sure, Steve, anytime. Yeah, the light pollution is so bad. Okay, so, I mean, I came here to the United States from India like 26, 27 years ago. I go there often, very often to India, at least once a year. The light pollution in lot of countries, particularly all these overpopulated countries, is like so bad. Forget even India, right? Here in Dallas, like, or maybe another big city like Dallas or Houston or anywhere, it's just way too much light pollution. I moved here to Austin, Texas, near Austin, Texas, last year, September. So before moving here, I lived 16 years in North Texas, Dallas, North Dallas area. When we moved there back in 2006, I could see the stars pretty much beautiful. I mean, I can see like basically the horizon, I can see the stars there. And by the time I was leaving 16 years later, only stars I can see is like pretty much anything that I can lift my head up and see, right? So, I mean, everything else is like a red bowl. It's all just light pollution, nothing else. So one of the reasons why I moved is not only like I wanted to move here close by to Austin, but this place is a bit darker location outside of Austin, south of Austin. 1 hour from my house, I can drive to almost like bottle one skies, like really dark, really dark. It's called Fredericksburg, the name of the town. If you guys wanted to look up, there is a big dark sky location out there, and a lot of people come. They have an international dark sky festival and all that good stuff. I guess I'm talking too much, guys. Anything else, let me know. Yeah, right now we are portal 3 or 4 here. Oh, Steve, thank you. Yeah. No, I just don't talk too much on the videos. So. Oh, it's because they want more money. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Calgary, with California you're talking. So I have no idea. Oh, thanks, Claire. Guys, if you are just joining, what you are seeing is Comet C 2017 K2 PANSTAARS. So PANSTAARS is the observatory or the telescope that took the picture. I mean, I found this comet, I guess. We are seeing it live, kind of live. It's like a 60-second exposure. So we are seeing the comet on the top, star cluster M10, Messier 10, at the bottom of the screen, like a dream project, so it is working out well. So I didn't want to overexpose, so I left it as 60 seconds. It could be a satellite still, or it could be an asteroid. We have no idea. The line probably is, the speed of it tells me that it's probably an asteroid. Generally, or maybe it's a satellite that's really far. So. I'll keep that in mind. Definitely, guys, I'm hearing this. Going to get some pizza. Yep. Yeah, this is going to be very interesting night. There is actually Saturn also out there. I don't want to go towards Saturn when the comet is this great. I mean, I can see Saturn anytime I want. Oh, you are saying it's mostly satellites. Yeah, probably they are. We don't know, like, yeah, like, more than likely. Hey folks, if you are leaving, good night. Calgary, I heard you are leaving, good night. Hey, thanks folks for joining. So we are seeing the Comet C 2017 live on the top. It's like 60-second exposure. M10, Messier 10 is the star cluster in the bottom, taking 60-second exposures. So. how is the corrector plates on SCT and RASA? Over a period of time, I learned you don't need to mess with corrector plates a lot, Avantish, if you are asking, because I mean, corrector plate is almost, if you really look at it, they function similarly how, what I was trying to say is how a tilter or a tilt going to work, okay? So, if you do see some kind of a tilt in your image plane, rather than messing with the corrector plate, I would just correct it with the tilt. So no need to mess with those. As long as you have good collimation, both on RASA and SCT, I think you are golden. You definitely need good collimation. Sometimes if the corrector plate is so bad you can't even get a good collimation, then yes, you may have to correct it. But if it's like tiny adjustments, I would not mess with it. When I started in the beginning, I was thinking I need to fix something on the corrector plate too. But as I learned more, I don't think so. I mean, if they are coming clean. Oh, I meant if they are clean, my biggest concern. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Sorry, I was thinking about the, yeah, sorry. So, the way I keep them clean, okay? So, I generally keep them clean. So, if you buy a plant-based plant, like basically plant-based, not the chemical, but the plant-based, like a liquid, which I'm using, which is working out okay. They are like photo or the DSLR kind of cleaners, and it's pretty expensive. I could not find them without buying the whole kit, but they come in a small box. If I can find it, I'll let you know the name. Those are the good ones to buy, and then I generally spray it. And whenever you are cleaning it, try to clean it clockwise with your cloth and don't touch it. Use like a hair dryer to dry afterwards. And if you can't clean completely that liquid, like a distilled water, take the distilled water, spray like a couple of drops on it and then clean again. I think that's how I clean mine. I was so scared to show on a video because people will mess up their telescopes, so I never ventured out. But let me see if I can find the liquid that I was talking about. It's on Amazon.com. You can find it. Oh, sorry. Yeah, this computer is asking like one-time password and all that. Yeah, I'll text me on the YouTube comments. I will try to give you the name of it. DSH. Thank you. Yeah, you got to keep your image train clean. I am a big proponent of that. I don't say it on the videos, but I rarely take flats. Generally, I don't even take flats. I don't even take darks. I have no calibration frames for any of my pictures. Generally, no. I keep the image train clean. Nowadays, the cameras, when you dither them, you can get rid of the noise. You don't need really to take darks to get rid of the noise. and the sky is pretty dark, so I'm not too concerned. The cameras are pretty good. Flats, if you keep your image train clean, you're fine, no big deal. During the day, like if you have very small light coming into the telescope, like don't overexpose. Like try to put a cloth or something in front of the telescope, right? And if you take a picture, you will know if your camera or image train or anything, like you have a dust. So I do that, I guess, all the time. Whenever you're taking planets or if you're zooming in, the dust is going to be a major concern. So, hey, thanks, Cats, for joining. Yep. Thank you. Thanks, Kates, for joining. Yep. Thank you. Oh, thanks for the sub. Hey, Ishak, thanks for joining. Hey Claire, how are you doing? Hello. How do you say your name? Paitel? So if you are just joining, folks, you are seeing the Comet C 2017 K2, the PANSTAARS Comet live. I didn't even see PANSTAARS on the top. There isn't enough space anyway. Hey, Aldin, thanks for joining. Yep, thank you. Oh, my kind of like Chris. Oh, thank you. Easy to say Chris, yes. So you are seeing that Comet, the PANSTAARS K2 2017 Comet on the top, and then you are seeing the M10, the Messier 10 star cluster in the bottom. Yeah, folks, I can be on the video, but I am in the observatory, and I need to keep it dark for me to take pictures. So, hello, Germany. Greetings. Thank you. Hey, Steve, thank you. Claire, thank you. So guys, there is also Saturn visible now. If you remember the planetary alignment a few weeks ago, the moon is coming up as we speak. So I'm using the Stellarium software. Saturn is coming up and right there. So we can actually see Moon, Saturn pretty much. Somebody is asking, how do you stack the comet? It's a long process. Mainly, you have to use like a stacking software. I use PixInsight to stack. So once you get all these pictures, you put them together. And if you watched probably last week one of my live videos, I actually showed how to stack using PixInsight. If you go to that live stream, I think I went there for like 2 hours or something. At the very end, I was stacking the comet. I'll fix the live video name to Comet Stacking so you can easily find. So I do wanted to take like maybe a 5-minute exposure, at least one. Are you guys ready? Let me know if you are interested. We'll see probably a bit more tail. We can take at least 1 or 2 pictures, 5 minutes. What do you guys think? if you guys are interested, I can take a 5-minute exposure so we can see a longer tail. Anyone up for it? Okay, let's try it. I'm hearing yes. So we'll try one of them, not too many of them. So we'll go for 300 seconds. Takes like 5 minutes, but worth it, I believe. I hope it won't get too bright. You should see in the bottom left hand side of the screen, it is going after 300 seconds. Hello, Mr. VC. Thanks for joining. Jay Polanco, thank you. Thank you for joining. Yeah, I didn't see you before. Hey guys, it is Friday here in the Austin, Texas. People from all over the world, probably some of them already got into Saturday. Right now it's Friday night, 10:52 in the night. Which direction you have to look to see it? The comet is not visible without a telescope. Right now the comet is in the southeast direction. I'm showing you the it's in the southwest direction. It's in the Ophiuchus constellation. Like nothing whatever I'm saying is going to make sense, but if you can zoom out a little bit, if you can see like maybe a big star like Arcturus on the west, and if you go left a little bit, you should be able to see it. But without a good telescope and watching these things every day, I don't think it's not easy to find. With the binoculars, probably you can make out, but definitely you can see the constellations. Ophiuchus is like almost like a kind of a triangle on the top. You should be able to see if you are using like a binoculars or a telescope. Hey Polanco, you are in San Antonio. Okay, so how are you doing? I'm in Dripping Springs, southwest of Austin. BC, thank you. Folks, so we are going back to how we are doing. It's a 5-minute exposure, so it's going to take 5 minutes. Yeah, Jeff, you are 100% right. Yeah, you can use like maybe your phone, download Stellarium app. You should be able to see it, or like a Google Sky. I like Google Sky better. I never thought about it. So you can actually point your phone towards the sky like Google Sky, and you might be able to get closer with the Google Sky. Good point, Jeff. Thank you. I never thought about it. I was always thinking the difficult route. Or iPad. Yeah, that's true. So let's see how this comet shows up in 5 minutes. I'm equally excited like you guys. It might be overly bright. That's what I'm thinking. Hey, thank you guys for watching. If you are new to this channel, if you didn't subscribe, I'm shamelessly asking, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you. All right. So this is the Meridian Flip time. Well, we are so guys, what you're watching is, I'll go back to the picture, the 5 minutes. So it is going through what we call as Meridian Flip, which is the second half of the sky if you are new to the telescopes. So it's going the west. Hey Jeff, thank you. Thanks for the comment. So the telescope is doing a meridian flip, so it's actually going from the east side of the half of the sky to the west side. It is going. Oh yeah, thanks Pulanko. Yeah, I saw your name several times, so thank you. What camera scope mount combo are you using? I'm using telescope is Celestron RASA 11. Let me reduce the music volume, hold on. So I'm using the Celestron RASA 11, and the camera I'm using is QHY 367C. It's a color camera, and the filter I have there is astronomic 55 millimeters filter, I believe. It's one of those big filters, IR UV filter, cut filter. Oh, BC, thank you. Yeah, I use mainly 2 telescopes. I use the other ones once in a while. I'm in love with C14. C14 is the 14-inch telescope. I love it. RASA 11, I really like it. It's between RASA 8 and RASA 36, right? So it gives me comets, asteroids, everything I need. So I use these one of the fast telescopes and one of the slow telescopes. So now, guys, did you see this? Now the entire thing flipped because of the Meridian Flip. Now you are seeing star cluster on the top and the comet in the bottom. It's kind of just changed itself. Let me see how the guiding is. I don't want to mess this up. So let's see how it is going. Oh, thanks for the channel. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I would like a new telescope. Well, you are in the right place. You got a bunch of people here with telescopes, so you can ask, shoot a question. We can answer your questions. If you want to buy which one, whatever. So it all depends on the budget and the money. So I would go with a small telescope. I would like maybe a Celestron kind of a telescope first. I would buy like maybe, depends on your budget, like maybe 5, 6 or 8. 8 SC is the good money. Like basically you get a good, it's $1,000 telescope. It seems a lot, but it's nothing. I think that would be a good starting point. But you can buy small ones like Red Cat is the other one telescope that I like. It's like probably $800. But if you want to like start really small, I have a video coming up. Maybe I posted some small videos. There are telescopes that are in $200 price range. Like Celestron has this 127 Celestron 127 mm. It's a small telescope, manual controls. You want to get used to it. It's not a bad idea. Start there. I started with that one, and then I jumped up to the other telescopes. You will quickly grow into it, the big telescopes. So, depends on. I think everyone tries to go with the small telescope, like Celestron 127. If you like it, then move up, I guess. I don't know what star it is guiding, but I didn't like the way it is guiding. Let's see how it goes. Sure, yeah. I mean, Amazon, if you go, you can find Celestron 127. I don't think you will go wrong with it. You can dump it if you want after you learn it within like maybe 3 months, 5 months. So you see if you like it. It's like manual controls, and once you see the manual control, then you wanted to upgrade. It's not the telescope that is important, it's the mount, like the one that controls the telescope. The more automated it is, the better it is. So you need something that has a push button so that it will go to go to Venus, go to Saturn, go to Jupiter. It will take you there. You may want the telescope for sure. I think manual is a good start, but definitely the one that has, for example, like Celestron 8 SE has that controls. I think that would be, or maybe 5 SE or 6 SE. It comes with the same mount. They would be a good start. Yeah, we are taking one more 5-minute exposure. See how the guiding is going to hold up. Yeah, so hold on, guys. So I'm actually forcing it to recalibrate, but let's see the picture that we just took a few minutes ago, the 5 minutes one, while it is doing it. This is 60 seconds. We wanted our 5-minute one. Guys, this is the picture we took, which is that 5 minutes exposure. So you can see the tail so big. When I stack the picture, the tail is going to come much longer. Without stacking, you would probably see something like this. See if I can go to '65. Yeah, so this is the one that it took. Yeah, so it did it's doing the calibration right now. Give me a few minutes. Hey, thanks guys for joining. If you are watching it live right now, you are seeing the comet actually in the bottom of the screen. We just did a Meridian flip. Even though I was saying on the screen the comet is on the top, that was like an hour ago. Now the comet is in the bottom of the screen. If you zoom in, you can actually see very clearly the tail of the comet. So we are taking 60-second exposures. So I'm actually checking my guiding. Such a wonderful view. VC, yeah, this is probably one of the amazing views. Oh, thank you. There are so many people coming into astronomy now, like, so there is quite a lot of new people coming into this hobby. So Yeah, you're welcome to subscribe to my channel. So we have a bunch of videos. Ask questions on the videos. Generally, I reply to most of the comments. So, do you think we are alone in the universe? We haven't found anything so far, but James Webb Telescope might change that. We might find maybe a whole bunch of people or maybe nothing. I'm on both sides of the fence. It seems like it's arrogant to think that we are unique. But at the same time, this thing is so complex. So, do you really think there is somebody out there like us? I don't know. So, we have to get a proof to see whether it is true or not. That's what I think. Hey Dave, good morning. Sorry, actually, good evening here. We definitely have company, yes. Chances are we might, and we might have some good or bad company for sure. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Deva. Thanks for joining. Hey guys, we'll take a 5-minute picture and see how it is going to come out, and we'll see how it goes. Thank you. So it is doing a pretty good guiding. So I'm turning on the taking pictures again. So we are taking 5-minute exposure to see how good the comet tail is. So I was taking 60 seconds before. So we are trying now, like basically 5 minutes to see if we can get a better tail. Yeah, Dave, I completely agree. I don't know. It's possible, definitely, yes. Hey Vikas, thanks for joining. Okay, so we are taking a 5-minute exposure now. The star cluster M10 is going to get way too bright for 5-minute exposure, but we'll take a chance. The comet is going to be pretty big, wide tail that we are going to see. Yes, we are live, correct. What direction is it? Right now it is in the southwest direction. I'm showing you on the screen here. It's in the middle of the screen in the Ophiuchus constellation. Yeah, the universe is an amazing thing. The James Webb Telescope pictures, if you see it, even Hubble for that matter, it's something really big we are dealing with. One reason why I got into the astronomy is I don't think we are here and everything else is out there for nothing. There should be some reason why so much is out there, and we are probably like primitive race that don't understand what is going on out there. We may be still in the beginning of our time. There could be a lot, so it's better to learn. It's pretty interesting stuff. So we're taking 5 minutes exposure. The Messier M10 is on the top. And the Comet C 2017, the K2 PANSTAARS is on the bottom. So if you wanted to know where my telescope is, it is pointing up like that, if you can see it. Yeah, we might find with the James Webb Telescope, the hopes are there now. Okay, you are seeing that much of brightness because of stretching, so we'll make it low or nothing for that matter. That's pretty much what we can see. I'm going to change the sequence to like 60-second exposure. We are spending way too much time on it. So guys, this is a rare, unique opportunity to see the star cluster and the comet in the same screen. What telescope am I using? I'm using Celestron RASA 11 inches version 2. Hey, thanks, BJ. Thank you. Hey, Cole. Thanks for joining. Oh, the music. I just turned on the kind of Celtic, whatever you call it, music. Yeah, the RAS 11 is F2. It's pretty good. Thanks, Jeff. Yep. Guys, look at the comet in the bottom of the screen. I'm zooming in. It's so good view. That's the comet. Oh, Sams is asking, will it hit the Earth? I hope not. It is not anywhere near Earth. It is actually leaving as we speak. So we are okay. Comets are big, so we don't want them anywhere near us. Oh, Claire is saying something. Yeah, definitely. We may have a pretty surprise ending for humanity too. We don't know. Sandeep, is it visible in India? Should be. I mean, depends on where you are. It's not visible without a telescope. So this is very faint, like fainter than moons of a planet. So you can't see it without a telescope or a binoculars at least. I don't want to give you hopes that you can see it. There is no way. It's very difficult to see this comet without telescope or binoculars. And you got to have at least decent skies, like dark. If you have light pollution, it's difficult. Does this comet break up like the other ones? No, it won't. This won't. Chances are it doesn't look like it is going to break because this comet is not going towards sun. It is actually going down south from the Earth vantage point and going out of, it's going further and further and further away. It might go a little bit closer to the sun from the sun's point, but I hope it doesn't break up for that matter. So if you see, I can show you what the comet is doing. So if you see this yeah, it's very difficult to show you here, but if you see the orbital map on the JPL database, you should be able to tell. No. Anyway, if I can find it, I'll let you know, guys. But anyway, it is not definitely going to break up. It looks like it. We don't know. I mean, there is no definite in astronomy, so. Oh, War of the World 2005. It's a beautiful view, guys. You want to see the star cluster nearby, you can see it. So this is the M10 star cluster, Messier 10. It's a beautiful sight to watch. Oh, thank you. Alright, so here you see the comet by itself is right here. Look at the comet. It's very beautiful. Yeah, Dave, correct. It is going through that, what do you call that one? Like a elliptical kind of orbit. The comet, Dave. So it's a pretty long distance it is coming from. So guys, I hate to go. You guys are hanging around here. I see a lot of people joining. Thanks for joining. I'll chat with you guys on the computer, but I will turn off the audio. I'll keep the music on. Thanks for everyone coming in. I'll keep the telescope running for some time. I won't be able to answer on the audio. I'll chat with you guys online. Yeah, myself, Chris. That's what I'm thinking too. Guys, thanks for joining. If you wanted to watch from the beginning, I have a pretty good video here. So, you want me to keep the stream on, or you want me to say bye everyone? Thank you. Thanks for joining. Guys, I'm ready to sign off. If you all are ready to take a break, thanks for joining. Please come back here for other videos. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining. All right, folks. VC, thank you. It's a good night, very good night. Here to leave the telescope and computer and beautiful views, but we got to say good night. Thank you. Jason, thank you so much. Cat Girl, thank you so much. Yeah, definitely. Please come back. Jeff, awesome. Thank you. It's still dark here. It's like midnight, 11:32. I just wanted to take some break. Akhil, thanks for joining. We are ready to sign off. Sign out. Claire, thank you. Thanks, guys. We are ready to say goodbyes here. See you all soon. I frequently do the live videos or live pictures, so come and check it out. Thank you all. Please do subscribe if you are new to this channel. Thank you. Clear skies.